Hello, it's Leslie from Denworks Vintage Cars. We're going to do a walk around on this 1946 Ford Super Deluxe Coupe today, owned for 66 years by the current owner, which I just think is so amazing. I was able to talk to him by phone and his son, and just a really neat story. So his father bought this car for him in 1957. He was in high school at the time, and he's owned it ever since. So he drove it some through the years. It was parked for quite a while in the middle of its ownership, and then about 10-15 years ago, he and his friends decided to do a restoration on it, and so they put the 239 Flathead in it. And if you'll see under the hood, it is really neat under the hood. Great car. They got it probably, I'm gonna say 95% done. It is a driver. You could just go out and have fun in it. I'm gonna do a walk around, just kind of show you exterior condition, then we'll look at interior and under the hood as well. Neat little car. So everything that you see here is what was done about 10 or 15 years ago. It does have some paint flaws. I tried to capture those in the photos. Black is really hard to pick up some of those things. The tires have the American Racing polished torque thrusts on them. Date code is 2006. There is some dry cracking on a couple of those, so that's important to know. So those should probably be replaced at some point here. Love the styling of these. And you'll see the title in the auction is from 1966. It was titled in his dad's name until then, and so he titled it in his name at that point. Right here, there's a little, right here, it's really hard to pick up. There's a little ding in the hood. But the black paint, as you can see, is shiny, nice. Windshield wipers do work. Got a little bit of cracking right here. I'll point out the things I see. I may not get every little thing. This is just a little spider having some fun. As you can see, it's just really nice condition. And it's just time for him to do some other things. So he was ready to move on and sell it. The wing windows up front, you can see right here, there's a gap. They are really hard to open, and also the ones in the back are really tricky. So, you know, this is gonna be some water leakage right here. So that's something, if you're gonna park it outside, you should probably want to address. I'm trying to keep myself out of the photo, these curves on this thing. So here's another paint flaw right here. And then a little bit of paint blistering right here. I tried to grab a photo of that too. And then inside the gas cap, this is where we talked about we opened the trunk. So I did a little video segment of that for you so you can see how easy it is. A little bit of paint cracking right here, some right here. And then on the trunk, there's a couple of spots. So just so you can see in relation to where the trunk's at. For some reason, it's just much easier to show in the video than it is in the photos on black. I mean, it's just a stunning car. I was asking Jason today, I said, what would you do with this car if you owned it? And he said, take it to car shows, drive it on the weekend, have fun. It really is that kind of a car. I've really enjoyed it. I've had it all afternoon photoing and videoing, and very comfortable to ride in, easy to drive, no surprises. If you have any questions, let us know. We're happy to help with anything during the auction. If there's something that I missed that you need to see, or, you know, something that I went by too fast in my video, let me know. We're happy to answer questions. You're welcome to come see it in person, take it for a test drive. Anything you need, just let us know. And we're dealers in Oregon, so this will be sold in Oregon, and it'll be sold as is and where is, just like with all of our rigs. Really neat car with a neat history, and so I'm really honored to be representing this one and looking forward to passing it along to the new owner. Whoever gets this is going to have a ton of fun in it. Thank you for checking it out. Let's take a look at the interior. As you can see, the interior is white and it's in really good shape. I don't see any rips or tears. It does have some, you know, old kind of staining from through the years and things like that. One thing to note on the windows is that the wing windows are really tough to open, and especially on the passenger side, you're going to have some leaking, but they're really tough to open, and we have not messed with them very much for that reason. You can see that it is in really fantastic shape. And I do like the white interior with the black exterior. So you can see some signs of aging on the white. But overall it looks pretty good, but you can see when you get up close. Now it's got black carpet in it. Custom pinstriping on the dash, which is cool. And then you have your original instruments here. The car has been converted to 12 volt, but not the instruments. And then it has aftermarket gauges right here. Water, fuel, oil, and voltage. Like I mentioned when I looked under the hood, the oil pressure gauge in here isn't reading. There is one under the hood. It's the one in here reads low. The one under the hood also, it just reads really low. So the one under the hood, when you're revving it, it shows about 25. So important to know that. Headliner's in gorgeous shape. See, it's got both the sun visor hardwares here. The sun visors are not in it. The headliner is really clean and nice. Here's your back seat, your back window, and then your rear windows also, same thing as the front. They're really difficult to open, so you just want to be really careful with that. Let's go around to the other side and we'll look at the other door for you. Here's the other side. Here's under your door. And your front seat, same thing. You can see just some staining from age on here, but it's in really nice shape. The seat is very comfortable, by the way. And here's the back seat on the other side. I also did want to show you trunk operation. So the switch to open the trunk is in here by the gas cap. So basically it's a two-way toggle switch. So you push it to open. And just so you know, it is a hood, it's a trunk that you do want to stop it when it gets to the top. You don't want to keep going because it'll just keep going, and also on the way down. So, but it's kind of nice to have that. And then the battery hookup is in the trunk here. We'll get a look at the trunk while we're here. And then to close it, you just push the toggle the other way. So I'm just gonna reach in here and close it down. And again, it's one of those, you do just kind of have to watch when it closes. It's coming down now. And you just want it to squish the gasket and then it's closed. So, you know, you're not gonna hear a latch or anything like that, but it's closed when you're watching, and then it pushes the gasket at the bottom. So hope that helps. Okay, let's check out under the hood of the 46. This is a neat little motor. It's got a 239 Flathead V8, and it's got the Edelbrock heads on it, which are really, really neat. It's got headers underneath there, which you can see. There's your carbs. It's just a neat little setup. I just think it looks great under here. When we got it, it was in pretty good running condition, needed a tune-up. It had been sitting for a little while, so we did a tune-up on it. We did a small radiator repair to it because it was leaking a little bit. And that's about it, really. Just a couple mechanical things and got it back on the road. So as you can see, it looks really nice. It does have this aftermarket oil pressure gauge underneath. The one inside that's also an aftermarket gauge isn't reading very high, and the one under the hood isn't reading very high as well. So when you're revving it, it's reading about 25. We don't hear any knocks, noises, sounds, anything like that, and you can hear it and hear for yourself, but just wanted to point that out. We did clean the brakes, and they are a little bit older, so we don't really have any concerns with it, but it's something that you might want to pay attention to, and maybe the master cylinder as well. So like I've talked about, you know, this was a car that was just kind of a fun project, and he got it almost all the way completed, and life has changed, and so he's ready to pass it on. So definitely a driver. And some opportunities if you want to kind of take it to the next level. So we're just trying to point out the things that we've observed about it. So there's your look under the hood.